This PC build is a little different, not because of the parts inside, but because this entire case was 3D printed. Today we're building a computer inside this 3D printed case designed by MakerUnit, while breaking down what actually matters when choosing a 3D printer. And yeah, we might be giving one away. Let's rewind a bit and show you how we got here. It all started with this, the Bambu Lab P2S, a fast enclosed printer built for more serious projects, like this one. Just for simplicity, I'll only be speaking about Bambu Labs and their printers for this video, but there are many other brands of printers such as Creality, FlashForge, Prusa, and Elegoo, which are also worth checking out. Bambu Labs offers a solid range of printers for all experience levels, which can be broken down into 4 series, A, P, X, and H. The A series, like the A1 Mini and the A1, your entry-level options. They're designed to be simple, affordable, and beginner-friendly. The P series, like the P1S and P2S, are where things start to step up. These are enclosed Core XY printers, meaning they are faster, more reliable, and can handle tougher materials. This is the sweet spot for most people, especially if you're printing functional parts like this case. The X series, like the X2D, takes things even further. More automation, higher precision, and features like dual nozzles for more advanced workflows. This is targeted at prosumers who want more control and flexibility. Then you've got your H series, like the H2S, H2D, and H2C. These are built for professional use and production environments. Larger build volumes, multi-material capabilities, and more advanced hardware. If you're running a print farm or doing high-end engineering work, this is your lane. Generally, as you go up the lineup, you're paying for faster print speeds, capability of using other and multiple materials, better automation, and eventually multiple nozzles. As I prep the case for the build, let's discuss features you should consider when choosing a 3D printer. First off, the print bed. This is literally your workspace. Bigger bed equals bigger possible prints, or multiple smaller prints all done in one go. Another aspect of the bed to consider is whether it's heated or not. A heated bed helps the first layer stick properly, reducing the chance of any failures. Without a heated bed, prints don't stick well, corners can lift, causing warping. If your first layer fails, the whole print fails. For something like this PC case, a larger heated bed makes a huge difference. Another factor to consider is print speed. Speed is a game changer. What used to take days, now takes hours. If you plan to start a printing business or don't have the patience to wait for your creations, you might just want to invest in a printer that offers higher print speeds. Another thing to consider is an enclosure. An enclosure keeps the temperature stable, which means stronger parts, fewer failed prints, and the ability to print tougher materials. 3D printing works best when the material cools evenly and slowly. Without an enclosure, cold air hits the print, layers cool unevenly, parts start to warp or crack. With an enclosure, heat is trapped inside, allowing the entire print to stay at a consistent temperature. This is critical for materials like PETG and ABS. When layers cool too quickly, they don't bond as well. For something like a PC case, this really matters. Now, let's talk about nozzles. Nozzle type and size are one of those things that people overlook, until it starts affecting print quality, strength, and speed. The nozzle diameter controls how much plastic comes out. A smaller nozzle, about 0.2 millimeters, 0.3 millimeters, provides higher detail, smoother surfaces, and are better for small parts. At 0.4 millimeters is more of your standard nozzle, good balance between detail and speed, and is the default size on most printers. This is the size most people use, including what we used for this build. Then you got your larger nozzles, 0.6 millimeters, 0.8 millimeters, or larger. You get faster prints, the thicker lines mean stronger parts, and it's better for big functional pieces. Basically, the bigger the nozzle, the stronger the part, but your print starts to look a little more industrial. Nozzles also come in different materials. The most common are brass nozzles. They're the best for heat transfer, cheap, and great for PLA and PETG, perfect for everyday printing. Then you got your hardened steel nozzle, which are much more durable and handles abrasive materials, like carbon fiber, glow-in-the-dark, and wood-filled filaments. You can also use nozzles made from tungsten carbide or ruby composite for more advanced operations. This is the AMS, an automatic material system. AMS lets your printer automatically switch between filaments during a print. No manual swapping required. This is huge for long prints. An AMS also keeps your filament dry, organize multiple spools, and make switching between colors easy. This is one of the biggest upgrades you can get, because once you have an AMS, you can print in multiple colors, use different materials, and then just let the printer do its thing. Another big factor to look into is auto leveling. Everything in 3D printing depends on the first layer. If the nozzle is too high, the filament won't stick. Too low, the nozzle drags and could cause clogs. Auto leveling ensures the nozzle is the perfect distance from the bed across the entire surface. No print bed is perfectly flat. Even tiny variations can cause uneven layers, poor adhesion, overall just failed prints. Auto leveling scans the bed and adjusts in real time. It actively corrects these imperfections. Without auto leveling, you have to manually adjust and dial your level through trial and error. Those are the main factors I consider looking into, but now let's talk about Filament, the real personality of your print. First we got PLA. PLA is the easiest to work with, easy to print, great with detail, and low chance of warping. Perfect for prototypes and general prints. If you're just starting, this is where you begin. This is PETG, and it's what we're using for this case. It's stronger than PLA, has a higher heat resistance, and is slightly flexible, perfect for something functional like this. Above that is ABS. ABS is another strong material, but it's a bit more demanding, making it harder to print with. It needs an enclosure and a bit more experience, but with it you get higher strength and even higher temp resistance. Great for advanced users. And finally, we have TPU. TPU is flexible, almost like rubber. Perfect for things like feet, grips, vibration dampening, or anything shock absorbing. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to Maker Unit for this case design. If you're interested in printing your own PC case, check out their channel. Maker Unit has many different designs that are thoroughly thought out, and they provide all the information you need to get started. Okay, since this build is near completion, let's announce today's video giveaway. Memory Express is giving away a Bambu Lab P2S combo with an AMS. And you already know the rules. Make sure you like this video, be subscribed to the channel, and answer this one question. What type of things would you print with a 3D printer? And just by following those steps, you have a chance of having a 3D printer of your own. Now for the final piece of this build. Alright, it's time for the moment of truth. And just like that, we have a working 3D printed computer. So, from beginner printers like the A1 Mini to printers like the H2C, 3D printing has never been easier to get into. And once you start printing your own things, your Amazon cart gets a little less interesting. Thanks for watching, and if you've been enjoying our content lately, make sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos, as it allows us to create more content and do more giveaways for you. Catch you next time.